Pope Leo will mark the feasts of All Saints and All Souls this weekend with several papal liturgies in Rome. EWTN Vatican journalist Bénédicte Cedergren tells us more about the meaning of the solemnity of All Saints and the men and women canonized by the Pope this year.
From the time of the early martyrs to the modern day, the Church has long celebrated lives of heroic virtue and holiness. Servants of God, venerables, blesseds, and saints, their stories continue to inspire and draw people closer to Christ. In the Church's earliest centuries, it was the faithful themselves who recognized sanctity and prayed to those they considered saints. Over time, this role gradually passed to bishops and finally to the popes themselves. When the Pope canonizes someone, he's not making a saint, but declaring that the soul of that person is in heaven and that they are worthy of universal veneration. The number of canonizations has increased significantly since the pontificate of Pope St. John Paul II, who declared a total of 482 saints, including Padre Pio and José María Escrivá. Since his election in May, Pope Leo has already canonized 9 people. On September 7, the Holy Father proclaimed 2 young Italian men, Carlo Acutis and Pier Giorgio Frassati, as saints in a long-awaited Mass that drew thousands of pilgrims to Rome. The following month, the tapestries of 7 new saints already hung from St. Peter's Basilica. José Gregorio Hernández Cisneros, Saint Maria del Monte Carmelo Rendiles Martinez, Peter Torot, Ignatius Maloyan, St. Vincenza Maria Poloni, St. Maria Troncati, and Bartolo Longo have now also entered the Church's canon of saints. To honor all men and women the Church recognizes as saints, both known and unknown, the Church sets aside a day a year, All Saints' Day. Until 2015, Pope Francis celebrated the solemnity of All Saints at a cemetery in Rome to highlight the connection between the Church on earth and the Church in heaven. But for the past 10 years, the late Holy Father shifted to celebrating Holy Mass on All Souls' Day instead, in suffrage for all the faithful departed. For as long as the Church endures, it will continue to proclaim saints. Pope Leo has already approved the beatification of 11 priests, 9 Polish priests martyred at Auschwitz and Dachau under the Second World War, and 2 diocesan priests killed by the communist regime in the 1950s Czechoslovakia. He also promulgated decrees recognizing 4 new venerables, a Spanish Cistercian nun, a Spanish Dominican priest, an Italian diocesan priest, and an Italian Carmelite friar. While a canonization is the Church's official recognition of someone as a saint, the Church also believes that many more unknown saints are in heaven interceding for the faithful. All Saints' Day is a reminder of the call to follow their examples and one day join them in full communion with God in heaven. In Rome, Bénédicte Cedergren for EWTN News Nightly.